Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you guys are. Welcome back. So we're gonna this week's vlog. We're gonna pull this thing apart because I need to get an engine ready to do a comp at the end of the month. So we'll be doing that. Also, we got Elliot's old rig slash Bailey's party pack, whatever's left of it. That this thing got the chief under the job. Bubbles. Chief Bubbles on the job. Basically saving the last couple little things from it, like an engine in the box. But yeah. So saving it. It's not ideal. Like it's one of those jobs where this is not the most smartest job to be having in the middle of the week. But it's getting harder to get good stuff for AUs. Like there's a lot of gearboxes out there and people are selling, but they're not particularly good. But we know this one's good. So we're saving it and I can't help myself. I did tell myself I'm not picking up any more cars that don't run or at least roll. This thing didn't roll. Bailey already took the suspension out, the diff as well. So it did not even roll. And I fully said many times to myself, I'm not doing any of that, but here we are. I picked up a car with 2 forklifts to get onto the trailer. So anyway, that just went out the window. Can't help myself. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. We're saving cars. We're keeping it going. Alrighty, so with the party pack on the trailer, ready to go. Actually, I had a job first thing in the morning, and not very often I get XR6s, but one for the E-Series fans. Got this rig in. Look at this beast. Rig. I actually come in just for a simple job. The customer's water pump has, it's not ideal, mate. So that's in there for that. So we'll get that sorted. He's had a new alternator put on in the last month or something, so I'm guessing he's also funny because we're just having a little chat. He's like, oh, I only felt like, because I said what I said to him is maybe the reason the belt flew off prior to opening the bonnet, maybe harmonic balancer or the belt tensioner, those things. Not normally water pump pulley breaks apart. He's like, oh, I only just had the harmonic balancer done in 2013, so that's all. He's had this car for a while, and it's been 10 years. So it is funny how many times I have guys come in and like, oh, I've only just had it done, and then they actually count back to when they had it done, and it was like a long time ago. So anyway, that's in. I'll get this sorted. Kind of cool. Factory manual Tickford XR6 EF. I don't want to get it wrong, guys. 95 EF. Kind of cool. I don't personally like the green colour that much, but I'm impressed that these are intact. This one's got a little chip, but also hard to get. It's got the full lip kit on and everything, so we're going to sort that out and actually get onto this damn engine that's still chilling over there. I need to do that later today somehow, because I do have a bit to do. We'll see what happens. We're going to interrupt this video with a quick infomercial. We got extras. Here's an extra one. Nico circuit is now painted. Sens is obviously been painted. So we're taking Sens down to Revolution GP Day, which is on, I think it's the 1st and the 2nd of April at Winton. So we're going down to Winton. I believe it's just a skid pad, so it's not a great, I guess it's not going to be a circuit, but I do want to meet you guys down there as well, so that'll be cool. And I'm not doing Rayleigh Drift this year until the 3rd round because it won't clash on the date. But basically the Rayleigh rounds were on the same weekend. So some of us will be at Rayleigh and some of us will be, obviously, well, so just me actually at this point, down at Winton. So I'll be taking that. It's also what I'm getting the engine ready for. So look, I'm there to be competitive. I don't think I'm going to be winning. I've had to buy some different tyres and I've had to pay a crap more for them, which kind of sucks. But so that's going to be that at Winton. This is painted. This is going to get sorted too, so the rebar's obviously going to get painted. But that's it. So we're slowly growing in the cream team, just for you guys. So this engine is look, honestly I have had not time because I've had to run around and do other things, obviously prepping for this event at Winton, but the motor's almost pulled down, which I really need to get cracking because it's getting, like, we're still a couple of weeks away, but still a lot to do. So, but we've got this B8 in, and bike wants to register it, so it's come in for, it needs apparently diff bushes. Number one thing I've hopped in, needs engine mounts. The motor is trying to leave the chat. So, I'm gonna have a look, because honestly, it doesn't even feel like it needs diff bushes from the short drive I've done in the car park. But sure as heck is it needs engine mounts. So the first time I've had people do roadworthies and it be almost nothing to what they'd actually needed. So we're going to check it out because I do know these guys want to take the car out to Archie before it closes down. And of all things, I did get kind of shocked when I hopped in and it was manual. That was a bit weird. Very, very weird. Haven't had actually manual B series come, too many manual B series come through in recent times. So that was a bit weird. But we're going to lift it up. Hopefully just needs the diff bushes. As painful as they are to do. I mean, it's a job we've got to do. But then that needs to not be doing that either. So we'll find that out as well. Well, that's not ideal. And then we've got something leaking there, which looks like it's the rack. Ooh, interesting. So we're gonna check the, that's normal, isn't it? B series things, and I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a little bit of a jar. Right, okay, yeah, they're not good, mate. Ooh, 345, mate. XR, oh, it is an XR6, so it should have that diff ratio. Yes, Mark II. Well, just having a, it might just need the rear, honestly, just the rear, because these ones up here seem alright, but now I'm gonna get it. I have to put you guys down because I'm gonna do a proper check. Okay, so yes, this bracken up here. Also, this is funny because I don't know who checked this, but the ball joints do have play in them, so it needs the ball joints. So we just need to now call the customer, find out what he wants to do, because he did want to get the differential serviced in terms of kicking two wheels. This, and that's not even turning. Not ideal. So I'll have to give him a quick buzz, just double check what he wants to do, because probably was, oh yeah, that's yeah, nah, Nick spotted this, mate. That's fine. That's actually not a roadworthy issue. It's not, well, no one actually knows this, but it's no longer called a roadworthy. It's called a safety certificate. So the rules around that have changed, relaxed in some areas, but then stricter in some other areas. So it all comes down to safety, because the government doesn't want to spend money on repairing your face if you get hurt. That's it, basically. Oil leak doesn't really matter too much. Like, it's a real weird one. An oil leak is not classified oil leak until it's dripping on the floor. Or a drip. So like that would be, obviously that's coolant, but that would be oil. If that would drip, it'd be, that's an oil leak. But if that was the amount of oil, it would not be a leak. So weird. And it's just suspension. So it's safety cert. It's not actually roadworthy. It's weird how they sneakily changed it, but yep. So tyre suspension, that's pretty much the only thing that matters, and seat belts. Seatbelt things, interior things matter. So yeah, if you're buying a car and you're like, oh, it's got a roadworthy, it's gonna be a great car. It's got nothing to do with whether it's gonna be a good car. That thing could be literally about to blow the motor. It means nothing for a roadworthy. So Obviously within kind of reason, if there's a oil leak or a hole at the block. I don't know. Yeah, it needs the ball joints, man.
Some cars you can't even...
Oh, I already sussed them out, so I do not need them. So it does need engine mounts, needs both the ball joints. Steering rack is leaking, so I don't know who this boy did this. This had a roadworthy. And it just needed diff bushes. Yeah, I know. We don't even do roadworthies. Mainly because our cars was like low as that. So I figured it's probably no point because they're just going to be out here finding us all the time. Yeah. And that's it for that one. Upon further inspection, so it is a Welsh plug up there. I don't know if I can get the light, but anyway, it is a Welshy pluggy up there. You can't see it. It's not the hose. And the water pump is sweating a bit as well. Mind the oil wetness, that's just power sweating. But, okay, well this can't, I hate it when these happen like this because customers come in to, you know, they spend a certain amount and then I've looked at the car and then it's like, I know they want to go hit the track and I know a water leak is not going to last long at all. I know ball joints, it's not going to, I mean, you might have a couple of weeks, you know, at least a couple of vents on the ball joints. In that condition, it'd probably be alright, but it'll be binding up a little bit. So it's like, we know we need to do this, drop this thing out. I want this to happen, but it's just, it seriously adds up the price so much. I guess this is probably the best example of why AU is probably the better option to drift. Obviously, I don't fully know. I do know the guys want to take this to the track, but I don't know what their future plans are with the car. So obviously, you know, you buy what you want because that's what you want. But it's kind of why I always just try to stick to AU because, I mean, at least we're on the diff. Easy, you have diff bushes as such. It's just a whole lot cheaper to kind of get you set up. Obviously, front end Welsh plug water pump, that's a fairly normal thing. So, and obviously engine mounts. So, we'll find out, see what he wants to do, and then we'll get into it. Oosh, so we got it. We got the Stug. So, not massive power gains in terms of numbers. So, previously we had 248.8, now we're at 249.3. But here, I don't know if you can tell, so the green line, so the main one that comes up here, so this one up here, that's your power essentially. These lines here is the boost. So the boost, obviously before we had the wastegate playing up, now it comes on a whole lot stronger. So the red is the now one. So guys, I'll just fix the camera for you guys. Yeah, so that was pretty doughy and then it kind of came back on. So we're at that now. So we've got a whole lot more power down here, which will make it feel a whole lot quicker. So yeah, car will feel a lot faster because it'll come on a whole lot quicker. So should be good. So particularly being auto, you know, you can't kick a clutch or anything like that. So should be good. So we'll go for a bit of a we're gonna get it back to the shop and get it ready. Take it home. 3 white wagon chapter come to a close point. It's odd because it's so quiet, but it definitely pulls a whole lot nicer, which is nice. Alright, so the BA's got quite a lot of love done. Just so you guys can see, but kind of odd how these Welsh plugs are all okay, and then that one is doing that disgust. So it's got some new engine mounts in, ball joints all in, diff is done, new bushes in. It's gonna be a good rig, so that's where we're at. All right, you're gonna laugh. So I personally still haven't had time to pull the engine apart, but I got Nick to pull a bunch of things off, and then I got Cam to actually pull a couple of things off, and he's like, I was out running around doing some house stuff, and he's like, it's not too good. I'm like, what do you mean it's not too good? Now, honestly, I can't remember where this engine's from, what car, but something tells me that's not good. Yeah, that's 6, 5, and then 4. And if we make our way over here, well, it's not ideal at all. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Stupid. Pretty funny, but at the same time, because I just thought this was just like, I don't know. It was a parts engine, so I was like, sweet, we're going to put new rings anyway, that'll be fine. And then that's pretty funny. So it made me try and remember like what this engine was from, and I honestly can't remember what it was from. So I don't know. I thought it was a Series 1 motor, but now it might be a Series, I don't know. That's kind of annoying because that means we have to pull a whole other motor apart. So I'm just going to throw that head out. She's gone skis. The block's obviously still usable. That's fine. Bit annoying, but kind of sucks for the guys. But Revolution GP is the event I was going to be doing in Winton on the 1st of April in Sands. So that's what I was obviously getting that engine ready for because it's hurt. We know the engine's hurt, so it's pointless to go there and just cleaning oil the whole time because the blow-by is so bad. So that's been postponed. I don't know when. So at this point in time, I'm going to be making the decision. If it's not too close, I might go and do round 1 of rally in amateurs. Yeah, no, I'm going to go do amateurs because we're not allowed to run autos in pro. So I was like, well, I'll just go and do amateur. So I'm going to get Dazza up and ready. We're changing it up. And when I say changing it up, we're just putting different wheels on because the Euroliners have been great. I've always loved Eurolines, and funny, if I go through all my photos that I have over the years, I've had multiple different sets of Eurolines, but I always sold them on, and then I've come back and bought some more. And so they're not going, they're just going to go into Nick's car. So Nico's circuit's going to look fresh. And also Nick doesn't really care too much how his car looks. He just sheb. But I was like, well, let's just have some genuine wheels on it. And I know he just cuts corners, so I know the Eurolines will be strong enough for that. As I feel like I've done enough practice. I'm not sure about the how it sticks out. But we'll find out. So that's it for this vlog. Hopefully I have a little bit better result, to be honest, with this, because it's seriously so annoying because there is heaps of motors that I can get out, but I do have a Tickford motor over there. I know it has bent rods, but I know it's only got bent rods because the boys drove it through water. So, it's probably got a bent rod too. Anyway, that's it for this one. Next week, we'll know what's going on because... and we've also bought another car. Because we haven't finished any of our other projects, so we thought, why not buy another car to build? So, you'll hear about that in due time, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about joining on the YouTube, you can join the Thang, and the Thang will help support us. And I really want to build some awesome rigs for you guys to basically win and go and send it with the boys. And I'm not talking about just one car. I'm talking about like you and your mate both win a rig, and time on the track is kind of where I want to go. So thanks for that. If you can, that'd be great. I mean, you can cancel at any time and stuff like that, so that's fine, but it'll kind of help us, get it started, get it moving, and yeah, that is all. Thank you. I'm going home. I've had enough for today. Cheers. Thank you.